Good morning to you all. Another little find upstairs in the collection room. This time we have an example from France. Goes back, well, these were originally made in 1943. So originally they were made before I was born. And they went on to the 60s. The model number is U43. A well-made Bakelite phone. Typical, I suppose, of France. You know, you see the old films, you often see this particular phone. So they were strongly built, heavy. And let me just show you the handset before we go into detail. There's the handset. The inserts go into these two sockets. Beautifully thought out. Really is. The receiver is what we're looking at now. And it's made by the same maker as the phone. Ericsson. Well-known name. Just trying to see if there's any dates there, but I can't see any. There's the other side. So the receiver capsule, take-outable. The cover that obviously holds it in. And the transmitter, or the microphone. And could that be a date? 12th month, 62, could well be. Also made by Ericsson. This is fairly typical of transmitters you would find on the European phones. Not exactly the same, but basically it was this type of design. It's obviously quite a successful design, and that obviously goes into the cap. And makes quite a strong, rigid receiver. Right, looking at the, now taking the back off, there's not much on the back. If I can show it, yeah, I probably can. There's the rear, and I've got a pussycat meowing. She's just had some food, I don't know what she's meowing. There's the label on there, Colombes. Well, whether that's the town or whether that's something in French, I don't know. My French knowledge of the language is nil. I can understand some of the German, but when it comes to the French, no, forget it. You've got your terminals there, which come out on a separate plate, which I can show you. This is the plate that goes in. And also, on the back of the plate, we've got the very useful diagram. A bit closer there. I think it's so important, you know, if you're looking for a diagram, I want to trace things, it's there. The only mystery is, where are the capacitors? I can't see them anywhere. It looks like there's two, but where they are on this diagram, I don't know. And also, notice, let's put this back down. You'll notice the absence of a bell. There's no ringer. These phones did not have a means of fitting an internal bell. it had to rely, or it did rely, on a bell set. Now, as I said, that diagram, I couldn't see a capacitor. But in there is a capacitor. Surely is a capacitor. And there's also, in this tubular effect, which is wide at both ends. Whether that's a capacitor, honestly don't know. It's got a wire comes out of each end, so it could be. But so your guess is as good as mine. Anyone knows what this is or can give any information. It looks to me like it is a form of capacitor, but where it is on the diagram, I don't know. There's the cradle spring and the contacts. A good, well-tried idea. It works well. It's sprung, as I say, the other end of the spring's there, holding in, and the reverse side of your terminals. And also, the numbers of the terminals are also shown on the reverse side, which is quite handy for trying to work out where the stuff goes without having to turn it back over. You've got contacts there, or terminals there, and they go to the dial. And what you immediately notice, the dial, and the fact there's a space between the stop and the 0, or the 0. It's an automatic electric type dial. When I say type, it's obviously their invention, but this dial is manufactured by another company, which I believe was well known for making dials on the French phones, and there we are there. If that name has showed up, I hope it does. There's the name, so there's the manufacturer of the dial. Just trying to think if there's any dates on there. I so often miss things, which when I look back there, oh God, why did I miss that? There might be some information, I'm not sure. But there's the dial, and this is the normal, or the standard automatic electric dial, which was used on automatic electric phones in this country, not the ones that were supplied to the GPO, but they went to Portugal, and obviously on automatic electrics phones that they supplied to the private side of the industry. And the Indian phones, they all had this type of dial, which I think is quite a successful dial. You've got those are the pulse, and they're the off normals, and your return spring is it on this column. So yeah, this is probably one of the most popular or well-known dials that you will come across, unlike some of the funny ones I've seen in the past. Anyhow, that is more or less it. There is facility there. Being from France, and I suppose mother-in-laws are rather inquisitive and nosy, you joke, you would have in some cases the mother-in-law's receiver. And let me show you where it would be wired in. There's your diagram, and that little receiver there, connected to 5 and 6, would be the watch receiver, if you like, which would be connected to the telephone itself. But this model, or this not particular model, it just hasn't got it on here. So this was, I don't think, ever made with that facility. Turning him over. Sorry, it's sort of angled. There's your dial. You'll notice that little gap between there. Typical dial used in France. Nothing written in the middle. It might be that they've worn off, I don't know. Normally have your emergency services and that, but not in this case. Carry handle. Now, we had a carry handle in 1943. Whether this was originally a French idea, I don't know. But you've got a very strong candle. Oh God, it's back right in a minute. A very strong carrying handle made out of metal. So there's less chance of picking the phone up, ending up holding the handle while the phone remains on the ground. As I said, Bakelite, so obviously take care. It'll be brittle. Your screws that are used to hold it in. Your little screw on here holds that plate in. The two longer screws holds the screwed from this plate onto the housing of the phone. So yeah, to get into it you have to take out 4 screws. Not a problem, but it's nice to know how to do that. I'm just trying to see if there's any more clues as regards dates. Oh, there's something on the back of this thing which I think could be a capacitor. I've just noticed there's some writing there, and the date 62. So that's what's written on that. I think it is a capacitor, but someone out there will probably know. Anyhow, I'm going to stop now. I've said all I think I should have said with the phone. I've had this one quite a while. In fact, his mate is upstairs. I've got 2 of these, almost used as bookends, if you like. But no, I'm pleased I've got those. I've got a couple of other French phones, some that are a bit later and which resemble more the 706 type, but this is one of the early ones. And I've got one of their candlestick type phones, which was made by Thomson Houston, which in England, Thomson Houston, or British Thomson Houston, never made telephones. They were a branch of General Electric of America, and in France they obviously did make telephones. That's Thomson Houston. Anyhow, I'm going to stop now. So thanks for watching. Any comments please make, and we'll see what we put up next. Thanks again. Thank you. And by the way, it's not a very nice day out there. It's raining, although the sun's come out, so you never know. Dreading tomorrow. Bloody fireworks. And with my new cat, which is new to me, I don't know how she's going to take to the bangs. I think she'll be okay. She is 12 years, so she's probably seen many years of the bonfires and the noise of the crackers and stuff they put up there. Round here it's not too bad, not too noisy. So hopefully she won't be too frightened of the noise. And that's all I've got to say. So once again, thanks for watching. Thank you. Thank you.